All right, let's go to another Patreon question. Once again, you guys can support over at patreon.com/sidescrollers. This is from MeleeGames.
Hey James, Charisma from MeleeGames here. Just curious to hear how the experience has been for you as a new father, showing your kids your favorite movies or TV shows. Do you have any special memories or things that you've shared with your kids? Any particular shows that you've shown them? And, I think that's an amazing part of fatherhood, so I'm excited to hear about that. I know for me, I'm really excited to show my future kids Star Wars.
I think it's a really cool question.
Wow. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, and good luck, with, the future, you know, child raising and everything. Yeah, there are a lot of great things I get to show them. It's usually not planned. Like, usually it's hard to be like, "Hey, I wanna show you this," and you show it or they won't be interested or something, but on these very spontaneous, like, moments, you'll find something that they just get really into, like, Final Fantasy 3 on Super Nintendo, which is 6. My youngest daughter, like, she just loves watching me play that for some reason. Like, in the fight scenes, like, she'll go up to the TV and imitate what they're doing and then does, like, the victory dance at the end. Um, she's, like, humming the music and everything, and, um, so,
That's awesome.
yeah,
That's
it's cool,
great.
like yeah, so things you don't think they would like, they like, but then other things you try, to show them or play with them, then they won't. So it's not, or sometimes you hit the nail on the head, like Lemmings. I'm like, "Oh, I bet she'll like Lemmings," and yeah, she did. She got obsessed with that for a bit.
Was there anything that you've tried to show your kids that they've been like, nope? Like, what's the
Oh,
biggest
yeah.
disappointment where you tried to show it to them? You're like, they're gonna love this, and then they
Oh,
just
yeah,
like
and then they don't.
reject it to have court.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Let me think on that.
I love I
Think
there's so many times where my brother tries to it's like my brother's trying to have his kids live in like 1987. He's like showing them all these things that he liked growing up, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
And a lot of it's a big miss, but they do like a lot of the same things. I think at the end of the day, good stuff is just good stuff. Good
Yeah,
videos,
yeah.
good movies, they resonate with whatever generation it is.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, and like you said, yeah, sometimes it's a miss and sometimes, yeah, sometimes it isn't. But there is that, like, aspect too where it's like you don't wanna just be like that dad that's trying to show you all the stuff that you liked to and hope that they like it, you know?
Mhm.
Like, there's kinda like a stigma about that too,
Right.
but no, it's cool to share stuff with them, just kinda give them the options and, you know, yeah, you'll never really know, but, you just kinda have fun in the moment with that, and, yeah, it's great.
Being a dad, like I've said this many times, like I feel that there was Craig pre-kid, and then
Mm,
there's Craig post-kid. Like it
mm,
changes you as a person to your core.
mhm.
I don't know, did you feel that way, like about being a dad, or
Oh, sure, it's like a
I don't know.
whole
For me, it's the
new,
best thing ever.
yeah, yeah, I mean, it's like a whole new responsibility and everything, so it becomes a lot more important than everything else. Um, so, yeah, for sure. I just try to keep some of my humor and personality and transcend some of that in there and, like, entertain them, or, like, I'll read them a book or something, and I'll do the voices in, like, a silly voice or something like that and make them laugh, or just, like, you do stuff like that, and, that's the best when you make them laugh.